What's up, duelists? As is customary during RBET week, we gotta play the most powerful decks or the most recent topping decks or some meta decks or what, I don't fucking know. Edison doesn't really have a meta, but you know what? We're gonna play the decks that people seemingly like to play. This is a topping list from I don't remember what tournament, but it was piloted by Karina. This is Karina's Junk Frogs. This is gonna be a very popular deck in the tournament. No doubt about it. This is undoubtedly one of the top like 5 or 6 played decks in Edison right now. So it's good to sort of cover this before we get into the weekend. I want to show off some of the strengths of this deck, maybe show off some of the weaknesses. If you're playing this deck, if you're planning on playing against this deck, you can maybe take some notes and learn a thing or two. Let's go ahead and hop into the game. There's not much to say about this list. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing that is kind of like super unique is that there's a Dark Arm Dragon, I guess. That doesn't really, it's not unique. It's a cool deck. It's a solid deck list. I think it's good. I didn't feel like I needed to change anything, honestly. I feel like we can just hop right into a game and it looks strong enough. All of the cards look like cards I want to play personally, so yeah, let's just run it up. Shout out to Karina for topping with this list. It is definitely going to be the go-to list for people to copy for RBET. Of course, if you want to play an RBET, it is a free-to-play tournament. It's going to be massive. It is in the Discord server in the description below. It is in the really big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord server. So join in there and sign up start on Friday, and the tournament will be on Saturday and Sunday, the 20th and the 21st. Sign up start on the 19th, of course. Sorry, this is kind of a jank deck. Well, hopefully we can showcase what Frogs does best, which is beat the fuck out of jank decks. That's gonna be our plan for this match. I gotta sort out my words. I'm kind of tripping over my words right now. How are you guys doing today? Oh, this hand is nice. This hand is very nice. I think we allure first, and then we Gold Sark, because we might need a Gold Sark for something that we don't draw into. Okay, Dupe Frog kind of gives us Treeborn access. If we banish Gores, then he doesn't know what we're playing. But, I mean, Gores is better than Fader. Big fan of the channel, aw. Appreciate that. Hopefully this video also gets some people into playing the format. Big fan of Edison as it is right now. It's getting just so massive, like bigger than I ever expected it to, which is awesome. We are gonna Gold Sark for Dark Armed, honestly. Where is it? I don't feel like there's really anything better to Gold Sark for in this deck, and we already have pretty much everything else. We'll just set dupe and pass. We could set Mirror Force, but I just don't really want to. that's all there is to it. I just don't want to. I want a Gold Sark for Dark Arm too, because then he might not think this is Frogs. He might not think this is Frogs. So that might be a good way to just throw him off our scent. I don't know if setting the Dupe Frog is even right either. Honestly, we could have just done nothing and held up Gores. Because there's a good chance that he like legit can't attack. Oh, never mind. That is a card I do not like to see, because usually when my opponent activates Instant Fusion, they're doing something degenerate. As you can see in this hand, though, our opening hand's kind of weak. No cap. Yeah, Instant Fusion for a dragon is pretty bad for us here. If it's Red Med Drago, we might be a little late. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hopefully they just make, like, Dark End or something. Even Stardust, like, sure. That's totally chill. I'd be pretty happy getting hit with the Stardust here, yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Honestly, we have Gores to beat the Stardust. This is actually going to kill our Dupe Frog, so we're going to be able to search for Swap Frog. I am very happy about our situation. Opponent went -1 into Stardust, and our deck is very good at dealing with Stardust. There's a chance that they are playing Assault Mode. Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. He said it was a jank deck, so it might be Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. And if that's the case, that's a very bad matchup for Frogs, I think. But if it's not Assault Mode, and it doesn't look to be, we might have a shot here. There's really not much to do besides just like send our Treeborn, bounce our boy, and pass the turn. Stardust is going to attack us. We can drop Gores. That's going to be that. Man, that's just curtains. We get Dark Arm next turn, I guess. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Opponent not really thinking about Gores, but maybe they just have to attack. Maybe they're just in a situation where they're like, all right, can't give him a lot of time. Maybe Treeborn Frog's coming back and our Stardust getting Monarched anyway, so we just have to get damage out of it while we still have it. And our position is fantastic. We are now drawing up to, I believe, 9 cards, because we're going to have 6, 7, 8, 9 in play. Yeah, we're just crushing it right now. I should have brought back Treeborn. Whatever. Small mistakes, small errors. Shouldn't end up mattering too much. Should it? It might end up mattering too much. I could have just killed him if I brought back Treeborn. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this game, honestly. I can still just kill him, right? I guess we have to be a little bit scared of Gores ourselves. Do we? We have Mirror Force. I'm just going to summon Swap Frog. Activate. We'll send Substitute. We already have one, so don't really want to draw one of those. Battle phase. Gores attacks Stardust Dragon. I'll attack for 1,000. If they want to drop Gores, okay. Respectable. Let's see, do they have any effects? I didn't attack with the token, but sure, I'll attack with the token. And now I'll just set Mirror Force. Pass. I don't even need to bounce the Swap Frog. I actually kind of want to leave it in play. Yeah, I should have brought back the Treeborn. That would have been better, obviously. But whatever. We could have also just enemy controllered and gone for a game. It really doesn't matter. I don't feel like my opponent's deck can like do anything about what we're about here. Giant Trunade, that's fine. Fire Dog, that's fine. Unless we're getting like OTK'd here. I did definitely just miss lethal. I gotta wake up. Hold up. I gotta tighten up my play. Folks, I gotta tighten up my play. I'm gonna tighten it up right now. I'm activating the play tightening vibes. They went for Giant Trunade. They said sorry thinking. Usually you want to think before you go for Trunade. That's usually you usually don't want to play your card until you've thought through your full play. Unless you're like trying to micro action to not get a slow play warning. Generally speaking though, you want to think through what you're going to do before you activate something like Giant Trunade. Okay, Mind Control is going to take Swap Frog. That is totally chill. It doesn't really matter. If this is Rekindling, that can make Yugioh, that can steal the Gores, but like that doesn't really matter again because we can just bring back the guy and then just go off pretty much. Yep, there's the Rekindling. Swap Frog can bounce the Flamvell Magician, Kappa. Yeah, this makes Yugioh, but we just win next turn. Right? I'm pretty sure we do because we have... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just win next turn. Yugioh can attack over Gores. They can take the Gores if they want to. I'm assuming they want to. Unless they have like a really solid normal summon, then we win this. Let's see. Maybe... Okay. Set monster. That will help. That will help. So standby phase, we'll get back our Treeborn boy. Activate enemy controller. Sacrifice Treeborn. Take Yugioh Guardian. Bring back Treeborn. In defense position. And phase 1. What are we doing? I guess we're just running stuff over. Taking our Gores back. We got to take him back. Yeah, definitely missed lethal. And then we'll attack the token. Main phase 2, I'm going to go Substitute and then sack everything off. Get the dupe block going. A soft dupe block, most likely. Well, has to be a soft dupe block. Because our other dupes in the grave. But we can do some cool stuff. Mystic Tomato. What do they mean by this? Plague. Interesting. Alright. Well. What do we got in our grave? Bunch of frogs. Let's go Substitute. I'm kicking myself for missing lethal, but whatever. Sometimes you make a mistake, and you gotta play through it. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna grab our other Treeborn. We gotta leave a frog in the deck to grab off Yugioh Guardian. So we'll go Swap Frog, activate, send Substitute. We'll sack Yugioh Guardian, go get our dupe frog now. And then do I want to go swap Uni? Is that my plan? Yeah, sack swap. Go get swap. Do I want to bounce something here? Because if I want to bounce something, it's going to be Gores maybe. I think it's okay to leave Gores in play though. I think it's fine. Is there a way we could randomly lose this? I don't think so. I don't think there's a way we can randomly lose. Maybe Dark Armed. Okay, maybe Dark Armed we could randomly lose. So because we could randomly lose to Dark Armed, I'm going to bounce Gores. And then I'll go Substitute, sack Swap Frog, go get Unifrog in defense. And then I will actually set Mirror Force. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we have Mirror Force to defend our life total, or defend our monsters from being attacked. He doesn't have a ton of cards to work with. If he has Dark Armed, then we can drop Gores and like can't get randomly OTK'd. And even if he does have Dark Armed, like he can't really kill us here. Tribute Summon Cyber Dragon. Okay, this is Black Rose Dragon, but that's okay. Like this is Black Rose, but then he spends all of his cards, and then yeah, we're just like we're ahead way too many cards. What am I playing against? Is it Flamvell something? I don't know what we're playing against. I can't really tell. I think the card we're going to add back is Swap Frog. I think he's a little bit better than adding back Unifrog here. I'm happy we bounced our Gores given that we're getting Black Rosed. I think that was a smarter play in general. Okay, Black Rose is cool. It's going to activate. They already normal summon. They normal summon Cyber Dragon. That's cool. We're going to go ahead and add back a Swap Frog to our hands off of the Dupe Frog effects. And that's going to be that. I mean, easy clap, right? Bring back Treeborn. We can go ahead and normal summon Jank if we want to. Is that what we want to do? I think making an android's not bad. Is there a way we can win this turn? Hold up, I need to think here. We can make Bryonic, pitch Gores. We don't have enough Darks to take full advantage of that. We don't have another... Oh, we do have another water to pitch for Mobius. Oh, we just win then. Yeah, we just win because we can pitch Mobius to special swap. Very nice. Tech Mobius, very clutch here. So we'll go bring back swap, pitch Mobius, special swap, synchro into Goyo Guardian, and then they'll be forced to drop Gores on the Swap Frog, and we can steal it if they have it. Go 1000 direct, and then 28 with Goyo Guardian. Alright, not going to miss lethal twice. Not going to miss lethal twice. GG Tristan's fan base, but the game's not over yet. Okay, against Flamvell, I think we just send it back. I don't think there's really anything we super duper care about, except maybe DD Crow's good. Maybe DD Crow's good, I don't know. Morbius. It was pretty good for us that game. I'm not going to lie. Everything seemed pretty good for us in the last few games. I'm trying to think if there's like anything we really want to cut. If we want to cut anything, it's probably Trag, Dark Arms, that kind of stuff. Maybe we can trim Rhoda as well. Rhoda's kind of a non-combo with Cold Wave. Cold Wave's going to be good. It'll shut him out from rekindling. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to cut Rhoda. We're going to cut... Trag's probably good enough. Although, maybe not good enough. We're going to drop Rhoda. We're going to drop Trag. Or cut Rhoda, cut Trag. And then I think we're going to cut Morbius. And we're going to bring in 3 DD Crows. It's possible we want Book of Moon. It's possible we want Burial from the different dimension. But I think this is just what we're going to do for now. And then figure it out later. We'll do this now, figure things out later, and go from there. We saw Instant Fusion. So it's like a very hyper fast Flamvell deck. It's like wanting to synchro at card disadvantage. Which DD Crow is usually pretty good against. Because like they'll go ---- and then hope to have a big rekindling turn. But then their big rekindling turn gets really hurt by DD Crow. Which is nice. Also they have Plague, which is a good thing that DD Crow can interact with. Set monster pass the turn. I really want to set our Dupe Frog, but it's our only access to Treeborn. So that complicates things. And there's a good chance he just doesn't attack this, or he flips a Raikou. And if he flips a Raikou, or he Caiuses me, then it's bad. Goldstark's not really doing them that much. Let's go ahead and Goldstark and grab... I think we're going to do something a little silly. We're going to Goldstark and grab... Dark Armed again. No, that's so dumb. What do you Goldstark for in this deck? It's so weird. I guess 1-for-1? Allure? Let's go for Allure. Maybe that'll trick him into thinking we have Gores. But if we have Gores and they have Raikou, then they're just going to attack into it anyway. I don't fucking know. There's a chance we don't want to set our Doomfrog here. There's a good chance we don't want to set it here, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just not getting any better. I don't know if Gold Sarking for Allure is good either, but at the very least, Allure can convert the Crow in our hand in 2 turns. So if Crow doesn't get a chance to be active in the next turn or so, here comes Instant Fusion. That is 1/2 of their Synchro Summon. So it's a -1/2 into Flower Wolf. Interesting choice. That means they're playing level 4s and level 5s. Why? This is Herbellum. Herbellum could be bad for us. But that means they've made... How the fuck did you make extra deck space for Herbellum, Flower Wolf, and Dark Fire Dragon? When I'm playing Flamvells, I don't have room for 1 tech card. How do you have room for 3? That's actually insane. I mean, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. They'll pick a card. They'll activate this. They'll put one on top of our deck. We're basically just drawing this dead card again. What are they picking? If they hit Doomfrog, it doesn't make a difference because I'm just drawing it again next turn. Whatever it is. All right, let's see what they want to set. That is a crazy card for them to have in their extra deck, though. I definitely was not prepared for that. Okay, they're going to set 2. I'm going to heavy fucking storm here. Like, obviously. Like, why would I not? I want to go to 3 cards in hand, too, so Herbellum no longer does anything versus us. Okay, easy heavy. They set Upstart Goblin. I cannot condone this behavior. I cannot condone... That's not a legacy of Yatagarasu. I cannot condone this behavior. Do not activate Upstart... Or do not activate Upstart Goblin. What was the point of setting it? What... Why set it? I don't understand. I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. Why set it? Okay, here comes Flamvell Fire Dog. Maybe they'll get greedy, attack into it with the Fire Dog. I'm 9,000% certain that's what they're doing. Yeah, it's a Doomfrog. It's a Doomfrog. So they take 100. They don't have to attack... Oh, okay, they're going to attack over it. We're going to get ourselves a Swap Frog. So we have a couple of chances to draw into a water to be able to burst Caius them. Maybe he was baiting Heavy Storm. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't understand. Alright, so this turn we get Allure of Darkness. I'm pretty happy I Gold Sarked for that. Why? Because it's just 2 new draws. Let's fire it off. Let's see what we can get. Dude. Come on. Okay. I think we just banish Caius. We have 3. We have to Swap Frog, send Treeborn, set Threatening Roar, and hope they don't have, like, Typhoon, basically. That being said, if they don't have Typhoon, then we're kind of okay. We're not, like, just okay, but we're, like, kind of okay. We have DD Crow for Plague. We have Treeborn Caius for their board. And we're good. We're actually chilling. We're actually fucking big chilling. On God. No cap. Here comes the attack. We are going to activate Threatening Roar. Interesting that they chose to attack with the Fire Dog first. You definitely want to play around Trag by attacking with the Herbellum first. Oh, they just set another Upstart. That isn't... That's insane. That's like set Pot of Greed. That's such a silly thing to do. I don't fully understand it. They set their 3rd Upstart. Imagine. Okay, there's a water. Turn too late, but... They have DD Crow? They could have DD Crow. That'd be kind of bad for us. Looks like they don't. Looks like they don't. I think the answer is always Caius the Fire Dog, as weird as that sounds. I know it may seem crazy, but like, we want their Rekindling to be dead. Okay, cool. I'll take the Torrential. That's a 3-for-1 trade. And now we have DD Crow for their Rekindling or their whatever else they want to go for. We could do some other stuff, but I think it's good to just pass. We already normaled. I don't think we really want to discard Substitoad to special out Swap Frog. And I find myself up cards yet again. DD Crow. Hey, if they ever go for some graveyard stuff, we are all set. Treeborn's going to come out. I'm going to make a very conservative play. I'm going to go Substitute and try to go into Dupe Frog plus Swap Frog. As weird as that sounds. I just want to go for something very conservative. Thin out the deck. Increase the quality of our draws. I hope you guys are learning something from this. I guess. That's like my whole thing. Oh, you know what we could do is we could Dupe Frog Unifrog. That's not bad. I might try that. So we'll go Swap Frog. Activate. Send Substitute. Sack this. Special. Activate. Send Substitute. Sack this. Go get Dupe Frog. Sack this guy. Go get Unifrog. And then Unifrog attack directly. This will blow up the back row. Hopefully. Mirror Force. Fine trade, Unifrog. You did your job. Well done. Pass the turn. Alright. So, yeah, I hope you guys are learning something from this. I mean, I like playing meta decks. I think they're pretty cool. I think this is one of the cooler, like, quote-unquote meta decks. I know that that's, like, not the best way to describe it. This is definitely an Assault Mode deck. They just haven't drawn Assault Mode. The Flamvell stuff is very bad in Assault Mode decks, by the way. It's like one of the worst engines. You definitely want to play Chaos Endmaster, Shining Angel, and Honest. It's a little bit better and it's a little bit more consistent. It flows with your 5 axes, Cyber Dragon, Oracle of the Sun. Way better. Because you'll get hands with the Flamvell stuff where it's like Magician, Oracle, and it just doesn't do anything. Also, having the double DD Crows is very nice because we did hedge inadvertently against Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Not that it's gonna fucking matter because we're just gonna like destroy this shit with a Caius. We're gonna get pretty aggressive with the way we play this. I'm gonna sack for Caius. Activate target Stardust. We could pitch special swap and bounce the Caius too. I'm on board. Let's go 34. 1,000, 2,400. Main phase 2, swap frog, bounce my Caius, pass the turn. That way next turn we just have another Caius. Even if they like go Fire Dog into an 8-star, it like doesn't fucking matter. They have Plague down there, but they'll be forced to stack and then we have Crow. And if they go for Rekindling, we also have Crow, so. Spoiler alert, we're just not worried. Crow, very, very nice here against this deck. Especially now that we know what he's about. Yeah. Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is a scary deck. I feel like if you don't have Crows, it definitely makes the matchup pretty miserable. So maybe he's like preying on people cutting Crows lately. Because people have been cutting Crows lately. Because it's low impact. But you kind of need it for Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Says that's game. GG. GG's. Well played. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. But again, I think you should go Chaos Endmaster because you don't have to play Magician. You basically get... Well, don't worry about it. You guys get the idea. We're just going to hop into another match. Edison format. We got to get... This is Meta Mondays. It's a Sunday. Maybe you're watching it tomorrow. Maybe it's a Monday for you guys. Fucking... I don't know. Didn't you guys watch the Zelda videos? They're so fun. They're so fun. I love making Zelda videos. I'm probably going to make more of those. I'm going to upload one at least every single day. I kind of want to just like become Zelda guy. There's a few other Yu-Gi-Oh things I'm working on behind the scenes, but yeah. So like regular stuff, of course, we got RBET this next weekend. And then on Wednesday I'm doing a poker stream with a bunch of other Yu-Gi tubers. That should be really fun. I know I've mentioned that previously. And then what else is coming up? We have IRL RBET in June, which is already a sold out event. Opponent has 4 extra deck cards. I'm not going to play against him. I'm sorry, buddy. It's Meta Monday. It's Meta Monday. You gotta have a finished deck. It's the weekend. It's the weekend before RBET. I'm not playing against another Jank deck. We already played against one. Okay. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, poker stream, IRL RBET. Working on a big announcement for this upcoming RBET weekend. Dude, this weekend is gonna be really hard for me. Legit. Joshua Schmidt is co-hosting, so I might be leaning into him streaming it, but it's a very busy weekend for me because it's EDC weekend, so yeah. Do we allure here? I think we do. Yeah, I'm happy we allured. We do lose our Junk Synchron, which sucks because he's like the best part of this hand by far, but we do have some other options. We can set dupe. We can normal swap, get our Treeborn going immediately. I like normal swap. I think it's the most proactive play. I think it's just the best play we can make here. We'll send Treeborn, and then we'll bounce our Treeborn, or not our Treeborn, sorry, bounce our Swap Frog and pass the turn. Next turn we can steal something. We have Morbius. We have Scapegoat to try and stop OTKs. Scapegoat's pretty good against zombies, which is like one of the scarier decks. It also combos with our enemy controller in case our Treeborn gets banished somehow, like Book of Life or something. Game 1 Crow, Game 1 Kaiku, I don't know. Game 1 something or other. Are those the only 2 cards? Soul Release? I'm trying to think of like what can banish something from a graveyard. Book of Life, Kaiku, DD Crow, Soul Release. Are those really the only 4 ways we have to interact with the graveyard? There's got to be another way, right? There's got to be another way. I just don't believe that there's not another way. Substitute, okay, draw. It's not amazing, but we'll take it. I'm going to go for Unifrog. I think it's just better than whatever else I was going to do this turn anyway. It's awkward if they have Royal Oppression, but we can blow up the Oppression later with Morbius. So we'll activate Substitute, sack Treeborn. We'll go grab Swap Frog first. Swap Frog activates. This will send Substitute. I mean, if they have Torrential, like what can you do? What did I want to do here? I wanted to do something. I wanted to go dupe Uni. I think that's what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah. So we go second swap, activate, send Substitute, sacrifice, go grab dupe Frog, sacrifice this, go get Unifrog. Unifrog attacks directly, forces the back row. Let's see what they got. Mirror Force. They're going to activate it. Okay. Not the best trade, but not the worst. We can always add back our Unifrog later. I think we're just going to pass. We are now up a card because we were able to convert our Treeborn Frog into a very real dupe Frog. It's not that real. I'm capping. We can dupe block our opponent next turn. We honestly could have done it this turn because we could have pitched special swap, but yeah, there was really no reason to. Okay, they have Raikou. This Mobius not being a Ryza has been good for us and bad for us. Okay, looks like they're playing Fairies. This is another deck that's like pretty scary. That Mills makes me happy. Herald and Return being gone are good for me. Same thing with Freed. Freed is kind of a threat for this deck. This is actually probably a bad matchup because Christia ends the game immediately. So, yeah, this is probably not a good matchup, especially when we just have nothing. We just have nothing we can do here with this hand. Yeah, this is not great. Okay, we're going to take 200, and then we're going to take 1800. This is definitely one of the weaknesses of the Frog deck, is you're going to draw like 3 to 4 frogs in some percentage of your hands, like a high percentage of your hands, and it's like not good. It's like genuinely not good to draw that many frogs. Bring back Treeborn. Do we want to take either of these guys? That's the next thing we want to think about. I don't think so. I think we just want to go Swap Frog attack over the Raikou. Not really complicate things too much. No target. Sorry, no target. Do I have to send my Treeborn because I declared this? I don't fucking know. I'm not reading this shit. We're attacking Raikou. I think if you declare this in tournament and it says, I don't know, I gotta read this. When this card is summoned, you can send one water to your deck or face up to your field. Yeah, I would have to send my Treeborn here. Which would suck, but whatever. Let's bounce the swap and let's set Typhoon. Just imagine this, but I'm down 1800 for that misplay. I don't think the opponent's going to care that much. But if you were in tournament and you declared the effect of Swap Frog to send from your deck and you had no target, I think you would have to send from your field. I'm not sure if you would have to. I think it might just be like a replay thing, but I'm not sure. Definitely want to check with a judge about that if you're going to play the Frog deck. Also, just know how many frogs are in your deck. That's a good place to start too. Okay, I could have said Scapegoat too. That would have been maybe not the worst here. I just feel like we're getting owned this turn one way or another. Dialga activates, Mills Dust Shoot. That's a good sign for us. Don't want to get Dust Shooted. They're going to attack Treeborn. That's fine. I'll just bring him back next turn. Doesn't really matter. Or I might not. Who knows? Who knows? Passes the turn. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bring back... I don't think I care that much about bringing back Treeborn. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we have 90 million frogs. Thank you. Thank you for all the frogs. We'll set our Dupe Frog and we'll pass the turn. Maybe they have a DD Warrior Lady that they want to normal summon. They definitely have a Christie in hand just because they've been playing the game like... They haven't played anything. I feel like you would just commit another monster because Dialchemist is like pretty safe on his... Like, he's safe to double commit with because if he dies, you grab Shining Angel back. So he's safe to double commit with. So if they had a normal summon, they would have normal summoned it. They would double commit. So I think they just have like Christia, maybe like Brain Control. There's the DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, something like DD Warrior Lady they're waiting to banish something with. I'm going to let them trade this though. I think this is a favorable trade for us. They have to take 500. Okay, they're going to banish the Dupe Frog. I am A-okay with that. We're going to take the 1800. I'm also okay with that. Man, I just don't want this Christia to happen. Dude, can I draw a fucking real card? Holy shit. Fuck, man. Alright, let's get that back row out of here. Let's kill it. Let's see if it's Legacy. It's called the Haunted. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to Gold Sark for... Oh, I should have brought back Treeborn. It doesn't really matter because I'm just going to do something else. Dude, my Gold Sarks kind of suck in this deck. I think I'm going to Gold Sark for Caius. Like, legit, I just want to draw a fucking Caius at this point. I'll set Scapegoat and pass. I could have brought back Treeborn. I didn't want it to get DD Warrior Lady banished. That's why I didn't bring it back, but I probably just should have because we have the second one still. It just can be pretty hard if both of them get banished. Dialga's going to activate. Milling Typhoon. Okay, so now Typhoon and Heavy Ground. Very lucky for the opponent that they're not drawing those versus us. Honestly. Very, very lucky. They're attacking. I have to Scapegoat here. They might not attack one. They might just board lock me. But maybe they will. Okay, they're going to. Interesting. Sets a monster, passes a turn. What do you set here that you don't summon? That like literally doesn't make any fucking sense. Are you playing multiple Raikou? Like I don't understand what you would set here that you're not summoning. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, we'll bring back Treeborn. Space Typhoon Heavy are gone, so I can set Mirror Force. But I don't want to Mirror Force this stupid Dimensional Alchemist. I don't have any Substitoads left in my deck. I maybe should have left some in the deck. I've never played this matchup from the Frog side. But I'm thinking now it's probably good to leave 2,000 Defenders in your deck. I'm going to go ahead and set my other Treeborn. No, that's stupid. I'm just going to pass. Whatever. If they want to trade a DD Warrior Lady with the Treeborn, then they're going to trade a DD Warrior Lady with the Treeborn. Nothing I can do about that. I have Caius coming next turn, then I can actually start making things happen. Unfortunately, if we walk into Herald... no, it's actually not too bad. Just puts them to 3. They can double tribute for Christia, but then they can't attack over enough tokens, and we can enemy controller take the Christia, and then sack it. So, not too bad. It's not too bad for us. It's only bad if they go, like, Soul of Purity and Light, and, like, I don't know, another way to special summon, and then run over all 4, and then set double sack for Christia. But that's really the only. I think it would have to be like flip Raikou, Soul of Purity and Light, and then Christia, and that'd be bad. But they'd have to be playing 2 Raikou. They'd have to be playing a lot of other stuff. I don't know what the fuck you would set there that you wouldn't have summoned. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, personally. I feel like every other thing in the world you would have summoned. But, what do I know? Maybe he's, like, super duper playing around Mirror Force. Super duper playing around Torrential, but I don't know. It's game 1, you know? In the post-board matchup, I feel like I need Vanities, and I need Books. Book, obviously, to deal with Christia. But I'm not sure what else I can bring in to really deal with this. Trap Dust Shoot's not bad either. Trap Dust Shoot can take Herald. Herald's such a bitch. Dude, that card's so fucking good. They're viewing their extra deck. They can... It is a second Raikou. Are you dead ass? Dude, this card is so ass. Oh my god, they do have Christia, don't they? It's second Raikou, normal Herald, and then they can kill me. They milled double Christia? Sheesh. Yeah, I mean, if they just have Christia here, it's going to be pretty hard to win. No cap. But I don't like playing multiple Raikous in the Fairy deck. I think it's, like, pretty slow. And generally speaking, pretty bad. What the fuck is this? This is new. I've never seen this before. This is almost certainly bad, but it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Because he can make Avenging Knight. And then go to 4 Fairies and then drop Christia. Or he could Bryo Christia. Yugioh Guardian. That's also pretty good. I mean, it's not like insane or anything, but it's decent. Then main phase 2, he could synchro with the Treeborn if he wants to. I don't think he wants to, though. I don't think he wants to give us the Treeborn access. He's just going to end. You are in your end phase. Alright, cool. Main phase 2. Cool. I was just wondering what the fuck my opponent was doing. Yeah, they're going to make Android. That makes sense. Okay. They gain 6. Off Android. And then on our turn, we will pitch Special Swap. I might get this Caius back. It is lagging like a lagging than a hoe, whatever the fuck the phrase is. Okay, so if we pitch Special Swap, enemy controller sack swap, take Yugioh. Yugioh take Treeborn. Back. Take Treeborn back. Caius banish the Android. And they have 4 fucking Fairies in their graveyard. That is really annoying. Junk Synchron's cool. It's a good way to manipulate the grave. I hadn't thought of it. It doesn't seem like good, but it is interesting. I'll say it's interesting. Their list is definitely interesting. It's a different approach to the deck and than anything I've done before. Not and anything. I can't even speak. Okay. Pitch Treeborn. Special summon Swap Frog. Step 1. Activate enemy controller. Sacrifice Swap Frog. Take Yugioh Guardian. Battle phase, Yugioh Guardian, take back our Treeborn. Activate. Give me the Treeborn. Give me the Treeborn back. If they had Herald there, it would have been pretty bad. Main phase 2. Do I have any darks in my grave? No. Let's get that started. We're gonna go Caius. Target Android. Once it's done lagging, of course. So their hand has 4 cards. Their Christias are alive. Dude, come on. Target Android. This could be a Herald from them. Okay, looks like it's not. That means they don't have Herald in hand. So what do they have in hand? We don't know. They could have Gorge, Brain Control, Mind Control, that kind of thing. Another Junk Synchron maybe. I don't think it's the right time to set Mirror Force, but if they have double Honest, they can kill us. And if they have double Honest, then they have double Honest. Honest is definitely a possibility. Definitely not a fun possibility for us at this point in the game. I don't think we can deal with double Honest unless we wanted to set Mirror Force there. But then we'd have to stop every attack that he goes for. And we're just losing cards doing that. Like, what are we going to do? Mirror Force a Shining Angel attack? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. You know? Even though we pretty much have to. We're just too far behind this game. We didn't draw enough Monarchs. We drew fucking Dark Arm Dragon, and we drew 4 Frogs. I'm counting 1 for 1 as a frog. And we drew fucking Scapegoat, which did nothing. So, yeah, we just didn't draw enough Monarchs. The Monarchs are the best part of this matchup for us. Mobius doesn't count as a Monarch, because it's like, it just doesn't deal with the dudes. And the dudes are the issue. Like, DD Warrior Lady Freed. They're basically playing our deck, but skipping the middleman, and then on top of that, they have the best boss monster in the game, which is Christia. Because DD Warrior Lady is literally Caius without the frog engine. It's like skip the middleman. Like, go straight to the point. I'm going to do a tier list video before RBET as well. I'm pretty excited to talk about it because I have some very different opinions on this format now than I did, you know, even since the last time. I mean, some opinions are still the same, and some opinions are like even more reinforced, I would say. But I have some very different opinions on like this format after playing a lot of it the last few months against like players that are actually fucking cracked. So yeah, I'm just gonna say take your time. I want to get a competitive match in for you guys. I want to make sure that like the good stuff is happening, unless they start taking like fucking 45 minutes. But yeah, so what have we got on the horizon? We got Poker Stream, already talked about that. We got RBET, already talked about that. IRL RBET, already talked about that. We got the second IRL RBET in October. Gonna do a big announcement for that over the weekend, but yeah, basically October 7th, there's gonna be a really big RBET. Gonna have a flyer out for that, hopefully by this weekend, and promotion out for that, hopefully by this weekend. It's gonna be really, really big tournament. We got some really cool prizes for it too. I think we even got the Shonen Jump Dark End as a prize card for it, which is awesome. They are playing Rhoda. Doesn't make sense to play Rhoda in the regular versions, but in the versions with Junk Synchron, it makes a little bit more sense. Although I still think it's like a not so good card option. They're playing multiple Freed. I do like that. I do like playing multiple Freed. Yeah, Freed's really good against frogs. It's really fucking good. It's just really good card in general. It's a Monarch, again, without the middleman. You just don't need a tribute. It's an auto +1 on a summon, and you don't even need a tribute for it. Our situation is pretty dire. We have a lot of live top decks. Caius, Ryza obviously being the best ones. Everything else is kind of just like not so great for us. I wonder what they cut to make room for all this garbage. They probably cut... Because, like, they added a second Raikou. They've added Junk Synchron, so that's 2 cards. Second Free, that's 3 cards. Rhoda, that's 4 cards. They've cut at least 4 cards from, like, an already really good list. I don't feel like you're cutting better cards or worse cards or whatever for these cards. But who knows? Maybe. Maybe they didn't value Book of Moon as highly. I'm not really sure. That is so fucking useless. It's not even funny. Well, here's the plan. I'm going to Mirror Force his next attack. That's it. I'm just going to Mirror Force his next attack. He's going to attack with Freed. I'm going to Mirror Force it. And we're going to move on to the next battle phase. I just don't have anything that does anything. Like, Cold Wave doesn't do fucking anything. Mobius doesn't do anything into the for sure Honest that he has in his hand. Like, there's no way he doesn't have an Honest. Oh, that's just fucking lovely. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. Jesus Christ, this complicates things so much. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, have your Christia. I'll top deck Caius. Have your Christia. Have it. No, it's cool. It's cool. You can have your Christia. Dude, this matchup's unwinnable. I don't fucking understand. I don't understand how anyone could complain about this matchup. It's unwinnable. It's so bad. Like, the second Christia hits play, you're just like, dude, what am I doing with my life? You have a whole deck full of, like, look at this. Bottom row of cards do nothing against fairies. Next row of cards, one of them does anything against fairies. You have fucking 19 cards just in my graveyard alone that do nothing. Oh, no, sorry, not 19. 16 cards or 15 cards in my graveyard that do nothing against fairies alone. 2 cards in my banish zone that do nothing against fairies. 4 cards in my hand that do nothing against fairies. Like, more than half my deck is a useless card in this matchup. More than half my deck does nothing versus an Archlord Christia. Like, I just can't beat that card. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Game 1, it seems miserable. This is something I'm going to talk about more in my tier list. I legitimately think that Fairies is the best deck. It's better than every other deck by, like, a wide enough margin. Like, I think that we're finally in, like, S tier. Are you smoking crack? You have 4 Fairies. What is my opponent doing? What are you doing? Fucking insanely confused. What are you doing? Are you, like, trying to gores me, bro? Like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't understand. I guess they don't want their Christia to get Caius, but you just add back Herald, and you're fine. What? In any case, we can't really do anything. So, we're going to attack for 24. Let's see if they have Gores. If they have Gores, I'll just admit defeat. Straight up. Okay, they don't. We'll pass. They have game, though. All they have to do is special Christia. Oh, I guess Honest isn't in the grave. I was going to say they could special Christia, add back Guy. And if they have Honest, it's game. Yeah, like, literally, what the fuck are they waiting for? Why would you not summon Christia there? I feel like you just always summon it. You can even add back the other Christia. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Alright. There's the Christia. Add back Herald. Don't need... You can just win the game this turn. I'm confused. How, do they not have Honest? What's in their hand? Like, legit, what is in their fucking hand? I can't stop attack. I can't do anything. Like, my hand is completely shut off. Huh? Jesus Christ. Just add back Dialk and attack over with Honest for lethal. Never mind. This is tilting. It's tilting because, like, my deck can never beat that deck. Anyway, but I have to, like, deal with, like... you get the idea. You get what I'm going for here. Soul Exchange can help. Trap Dust Shoot can help. This has got to be the worst matchup, I feel like, for this style of deck. Gold Sark is too slow. Dark Arm seems bad. Fader doesn't seem good. Mobius doesn't seem good. Cold Wave seems pointless. If they have Mask of Restrict, then there's really no reason for me to have Cold Wave or Mobius. And usually Fairies side Mask of Restrict. Rhoda doesn't seem all that important. Scapegoat seems mid. Alright, let's try this. We could bring in Dust Tornadoes, but I don't know if they're on Mask of Restrict yet or not. Their deck is definitely like a different build than what we've seen before of Fairies. Okay. This hand, again, we have 3 Frogs in our hand, but we at least have a Caius instead of a Mobius. So maybe we can make something happen. I don't fucking know. I think we just go swap, send Treeborn. Don't get too complicated with it. They could Herald us here, but that's a silly Herald. You definitely want to Herald on a Monarch turn if you're the Fairy player. If you Herald on the Monarch turn, it's like almost impossible for the Monarch player to win. Like, it's so bad. Because you buy 2 turns and then you fucking 2 for 2. It's so tough. Because, like, I have 1 turn where I didn't play any cards. Quintessentially, right? I have no monsters in play. And then I have another turn where I didn't play any cards. So we could bring back Treeborn here. I'm absolutely going to bring back Treeborn here. Because I want a Substitoad to go through all my Frogs. I could either do that, or I could just summon Unifrog and attack. And activate Mask of Restrict. Totally fine. So yeah, because they are on Mask of Restrict, Unifrog is going to be good for us. We do need to be a little bit careful of a few things. Are they on Fader? Okay, we'll activate this. Maybe they have Herald. They're on Invisil with Herald. Okay. Weird. This card is bad, by the way. Maybe they're just testing it, but it's genuinely speaking bad. All right. Our outs now include Dupe Frog to get back Unifrog. If he's smart, he won't attack over the Treeborn. You just leave it in play because you might want to DD Warrior Lady it later. Yeah, you should never attack over it here. That's just a mistake. Unless they have a way to banish it from the grave, like Soul Release. But you should just never attack over it there. Alright. Threatening Roar. That doesn't do anything for us. We're just going to set Substitute and we're going to pass. Again, we didn't need to bring back the Treeborn, so now they've just like put it in a more secure location for us. A little bit harder to deal with once it's in the grave. We have Heavy Storm. We have Space Typhoon. We have Dupe Frog. We have a lot of ways to potentially get ourselves out of the situation. They are on multiple Raikos, which is annoying, but there's really no reason to attack this either. Because like there's only one thing it can be, and that's Substitute or Dupe Frog. There's really no reason to attack into this. You're just taking damage. Unless you want to brain control it, there's no reason to. Okay, that's an out. So as long as this guy dies, which might actually be kind of hard for him to die. As long as he dies, though, we can get back Unifrog, and then we're good to go. And we can actually facilitate the death by summoning Swap Frog, popping our own Dupe Frog, and then adding back the Unifrog. He's going to banish yet another card. Typhoon was left in. Very interesting. Okay, so they left in Typhoon. Good to know. Good to know. Might cut Mirror Force. Might cut Mirror Force to totally blank Typhoon. Interesting. They set a card in the back row. Oh, I was supposed to bring back Treeborn. I'm so fucking bad. I was supposed to normal swap. Pop my Dupe Frog. I can still do this, though. I just have to bounce my Substitute instead, which is fine. How does this guy work? From your deck or face up field. So we'll flip summon this guy. Ask if this is okay. Okay. Normal summon Swap Frog. Effect. Sends Dupe Frog. Dupe Frog activates. Add back Unifrog to our hand. Effect to bounce. Effect extra normal. And then we'll normal summon Unifrog. Battle phase. Attack directly with Unifrog. Hopefully we can just blow up the mask now. That would be nice. Do they have Solemn Judgment? Are they thinking about Solemning the Unifrog? That'd be interesting. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing. Got a damage. Okay. Activate. Target the mask. Main phase 2. Set Threatening Roar and pass the turn. Okay. So we've managed to navigate our way out of a Mask of Restrict. We have 3 Caiuses plus a Soul Exchange in our hand. We have the resources to actually win this game. And we have the position to sort of claw our way into it. Our opponent hasn't really applied much pressure outside of summoning this Dialk, but we have still a full life points and a Threatening Roar set. I think we do have the card advantage too right now, right? We have 9 cards, and they have 7. Yeah, we definitely have the card advantage here. They're going to banish Archlord Christia. Okay. Interesting. Here comes Normal Summon Shining Angel. That's good. They're going to try to attack my monsters. I'm going to Threatening Roar. They might have Solemn Judgment for this. So even though we have the card advantage, we are going to lose 1 card here to get the initiative back in our favor. Threatening Roar is going to be nice. This is still going to be a tricky situation. Because I want to pop their back row, but we just fucking can't, right? Like, we have to sack for Caius, don't we? We have to soul for Caius, basically. I think the new set is Mirror Force. Or something that stops an attack. gonna bring out Treeborn. Oh, sheesh, man. I want a soul pop. It could also be return. I really need to pop the back row. The back row is what's gonna kill me, right? Maybe. We can just hold soul exchange for Christia too. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna go Caius first. Caius activate. Target the back rows. I just want to kill the back rows. Honestly. Chain book. Target. Unifrog. That's really silly. Because now... Well, if I flip some of this and it's torrential, that's annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Do I bounce first? Bounce, gain the extra normal. If I bounce the Unifrog... Bounce the Caius. Let's bounce after the battle phase. So I'm going to switch Swap Frog to defense. Flip summon Unifrog. Battle phase. Attack directly with Unifrog. This didn't stop it last turn, so it's not going to stop it this turn. They're going to take 400. I need to out... They have Call of the Haunted, maybe? I need to out their back row. Like, yes, like, the monsters are problematic, but we can kill those with Caius fairly easily. The back row is what's going to give us the most problems. Like, if they have Return, Beckoning Light is weird. That's really strange. Yeah, they couldn't activate it anyway. They didn't have enough lights. They have 3. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. No, this is good. And then main phase 2, we can bounce Unifrog to our hand. End phase discard Substitute, I think. Or maybe we discard the Unifrog. Maybe I'm supposed to bounce the Caius. I didn't think any of this through. Let's just discard Battle Fader. I think it's the worst card in our hand. Legit. I think it's pretty bad. I don't think we're going to get an opportunity to use the Battle Fader. And being 1 dark closer to the Dark Arm that we sided out, Kappa, is kind of nice. I don't know. I just didn't want to, like... I didn't want to lose the Unifrog in case they find, like, another annoying back row, like Return or something. We're just in a weird spot. Because they can actually... I should have bounced the Caius. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. They can go, like, crash, 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 crash. And then add back Christia. And then Christia us. Yeah. So if they go crash Angel 3 times, grab DD Warrior Lady. No, crash Angel twice, grab DD Warrior Lady. DL crash, add back Christia. DD Warrior Lady over Caius. We still have a monster in play, so we're still okay. We're still okay. It's not great, but we can still Caius the Christia and like force a Herald, and then we can get into Soul Exchange Caius mode. Yeah. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, they have to do something a little bit more forcing here. I mean, they can do this still. Maybe they already have a Christia and they don't need to crash the Dialk, which complicates things for us. This is all good, though. This is better. It's better for them if they already have... If they already have a Christia, then they can, like... Basically, they can do this 3 times, grab Warrior Lady, banish the Caius, and we have nothing in play. And then we're going to have to Soul Exchange the Dialk, sack for Caius, and then they'll Herald the Caius. But then we're fucked. So, yeah. The deck just can't beat Christia. That's, like, kind of name of the game here. I should have bounced my Caius. That's on me. That's a mistake on my part. But, like, just fucking miserable, man. Like, then what? Then they just tribute summon Christia after they attack over both my monsters. And then I'm just similarly fucked. So, I don't know what to do. I legit don't know. They only went to... Oh, they are at 4 Fairies. Okay, there's the Christia. Okay, add back Herald, obviously. Sure. No, that's cool. Oh, add back Invisal? Oh, this is to negate the spells, right? They didn't normal this turn. Yeah, that's ugly. Yeah, I don't think we can win. GG's. GG's. We have no plays. Did I even have outs? I guess I had Mirror Force. I had Threatening Roar. That's pretty nasty. Yeah, they had the Christia anyway. So, like, even if I do what I did, instead of bouncing the Unifrog, I just bounce the Caius instead. Even if I do that, they can still just attack over both my monsters and then double tribute for Christia. And I can't play. Like, I can soul exchange it, tribute set Caius, then they just draw it again, replay it next turn. Because they go up to 4 fairies. Dialk plus Shining Angel plus Invisible plus Herald is 4 fairies in grave. So I lose that game no matter what. The matchup's fucking unwinnable. I don't understand how, like, there's always someone in the Discord too, like, how do I beat frogs? How do I beat frogs? Dude, just summon Christia, like, one time. Like, you can't do anything. Like, literally. It's like, there's nothing you can do. If Christia hits play, like, the game's over. Holy shit. I'm Christia pilled out of my goddamn mind. It's crazy too, because, like, you can go back to videos. Like, old tier lists, old whatever, and you can read the comment sections where everyone's like, Keegan's Huffing Copium, Fairies is not the best deck. And now, like, all it is in the Discord servers is, like, people complaining about Christia. And I'm like, dude, I told you, the card's fucking nuts. It's so insane. You can set up, like, 90 different locks with it. It's basically an infinite. Even if you out it, it's coming back the next turn. Like, you need to have, like, fucking Karma Cut for Christia specifically. Otherwise, you're just getting owned by it. Anyway, that was a good series of matches. I think it showed off what this deck does best, which is lose to Christia, Kappa. But I think it showed off a lot of the strengths of the deck, too. We got to see Junk Synchron do a little bit of stuff. I wasn't playing super tight, but I don't think it mattered in the few moments where that came up. The first game where I missed lethal, we ended up winning that game anyway a few turns later. And then the game where I could have bounced my Caius there at the end, it's just like, but then what, right? Because if you think about it this way, right? I bounce the Caius. They attack over both my monsters. They double tribute for Christia. They have 4 fairies in grave. I can soul exchange tribute their Christia, but then they just draw it again, and then I lose. Like, they just draw it, play it again, and then what? What am I supposed to do then? Like, I can't do anything. And then I'm out my soul exchange too, on top of that. So, yeah, no, it was definitely a dead loss situation once we got to that position, which is fucking gross. That's why that deck is disgusting. It's so gross. I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.